right there.
Yeah, I'm already.
I prefer the term glistening.
Yeah.
Glistening.
What you gotta do,
very...
man. What you gotta...
Welcome, everybody, to Clickbait Sports, June 9th, 2022. We have the most interesting punishment for you. Oh my gosh, could you stop? I'm distracted. I feel like Ryan Fitzpatrick.
That's how the dudes do it in the gym, huh, boy?
That's right. I feel like
6-9 day, guys, gonna be nice today.
yes, it's going to be a beach body pump today.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon, if you don't know, if you weren't here last week, Brandon was punished by having to do this entire stream as a workout. So he will not be participating directly in the chat. I mean, he can hear us, obviously. And Brandon, explain how the charity works and what you're going to do when it comes to that.
All right. So I've got the Alzheimer's Association, which we've raised money for. It's my personal league. Trying to get to $25,000 today. So for every 100, I do 10 pull-ups. We've already done $185. So that's 18 and a half pull-ups I owe. I chose pull-ups because I hate them. They're really hard. So it's going to hurt. Yeah. So donate through the links, not through the super chats, but whatever super chats I get, I'll throw in there, but just use the link below so I can track it. And I can see how many.
Go on. No, because there's other tiers that I heard about, a shirt. And that, so, because folks, let's just make this very clear here. Brandon raising for a great cause here. And how much for the shirt, for the pink shirt?
For the shirt?
We get halfway there. We raised 1,000. I switched.
Okay, so you were $2,000 away, right? So we were at 23,
right
25. So if he raises $1,000 within this hour, he switches to the pink shirt. If he raises $2,000 through those links, the shirt comes off entirely. Boom.
Ratings go through the roof.
Hey, demonetization
Shirtless.
here.
That's it, folks. So donate through the links in the description. 100% is going to this fantastic organization, a charity. And if we raise $2,000, Brandon Perna is going to be doing the entire workout shirtless, which everybody and their mother wants to see.
The link is pinned to my chat for Brandon. So if you're in my chat, look at the pin.
And if we get to a point where I can't do any more pull-ups, I will switch to push-ups. I will switch to curls. We're doing a full body workout today. Going to focus on the glutes.
Yeah.
Let's go. Also,
and
Brandon, you are looking pretty swole already. Like, are you down here routinely? Is this what happens when you have a baby from just carrying the baby around all day? Yeah. You just get swole?
It's just lifting the baby.
Babies give you biceps. Everybody
listen. I'm the only person here that has been in that basement and also worked out with Perna in the exact same basement. I will tell you that Brandon gets after it when he works out. He does.
I feel like he does get after it.
Forgot about the T-Rex. He also has his basement is huge, and he also has a bathroom like right there, so you can just
basement is huge.
Clip that. We also hold on. I guess I need to host. We also have a special guest today, Ben Lepper, who was at the draft as a participant with Make-A-Wish, will be joining us after we get through this opening segment. I'm going to run down the show so that everyone stays for the entire time. That's what we do, is trap people as they donate. We're going to talk about how the Texans might be added to the Deshaun Watson lawsuit. This whole thing is getting uglier by the day. We have the Stanley Cup playoffs. I've got a very interesting bet for both of you, Brandon and Cameron. We might have to bet that. And also, why aren't the Warriors winning the NBA Finals? It's really completely perplexing to me. I thought that they'd be up 3-0 by now, but that's how we go. All right, let's bring in Ben. Ben,
the first thing I see when I just walk in is Perna's literally on an exercise.
Look at
pretty
him.
Normal.
Is that a Peloton, Brandon?
No, it's the Nordic track because
it's a Nordic track.
Man, we need to get Nordic to sponsor this stream. Nordic, if you're watching, you know what to do. Stop playing.
Yeah, he couldn't afford the Peloton. But Ben, you were at the draft. Who did you get to announce as your
I was
pick?
Tyquan Thornton, 50th overall. So Mr. Man Go Fast, yeah.
So tell us about that experience. Was it
what you wait, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys have already met Sam and everything. Sam and I were there together that whole time. We met Cam the night one. It was me, I think. Sam's telling me that's Scooter Magruder up there, and I'm like, no, it doesn't look like him. And so he gets me to yell Scooter. The dude turns around. I'm like, oh god, it's actually him. I messed up. And then he walks over.
I've lost weight, but now we're here.
I wasn't gonna say, but like you looked a little skinnier.
16. Listen, guys. I'm not dying. For everyone, I just lost weight. Okay, 16/8 intermittent fasting. It works.
Juice cleanse, little high colonic.
Like these people are wild. Like what? Are y'all okay? I'm okay. I promise. We're good.
Brandon's already.
Partner, we're like 6 minutes into the show. You're tired already?
All right. Ben is our guest. Can we?
By the way, we almost raised almost $500 already.
Let's
get the attention back on Ben though.
Yes,
because he's here to talk about his experience. So draft night. Take us through everything for your draft night. You're getting ready to make this pick. Let's back up, though. Why do you like the Patriots of all teams?
I live just outside Boston, so there's your answer. I was brought up a Pats fan, and I guess it's sort of a locale thing, but, you know, the more that they win and the more that I get into football, I started to realize this is a pretty good team to be a fan of. And I know everyone hates us. I don't care. Like, you can hate us if you want. I got booed on stage. I'm a Make-A-Wish kid. Like, I almost died 2 years ago. They booed me on stage. Like, okay.
What? They booed you on stage?
They booed me hard. I literally had to pause.
That is
you're
revenge fuel.
You
right
hear those
there.
boos. What's going through your mind as you make this pick? You see people are celebrating Sam's pick. Now you're up. You're getting booed. What's going through your mind, Ben?
It's because I have a navy blue jersey and not a light blue one.
It's true.
It's all.
I mean, I love the boos. I love the attention. I just if I'm making people boo me, I did something right. That's what I think.
There you
go.
And,
Now, I think they were just booing your team. They were not booing you personally.
No, absolutely not booing me personally. But I mean, I represent a hated franchise, and I understand that.
Why do you think the Patriots are hated? Let's start there.
I can think of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reasons.
Wow. Okay.
In the past 20 years.
Everything more than
that question.
Okay. Well,
Tree, not a word out of you. All right. I know you're sick as well. Not a word out of you.
I like this guy. Okay. All right. Ben, the other thing, did you meet Goodell at all? I know
I met him. I met a lot of people backstage, actually. They brought me back at around pick 40 because we all knew the Pats were, going to trade up, obviously. They always do. We didn't trade up to like 46. We went to 50, but they brought me back early. So there were a lot of people backstage. Goodell was one of them, who was actually, believe it or not, a very nice guy in person. I was trying not to puke backstage. I was just that nervous. And he somehow managed to calm my nerves to a level where I was just ready to go at that point. Really great guy in person.
That's awesome. Which celebrity did you see backstage or who was there where you actually were starstruck? I know there's plenty where you were just like, hold up, like where you had to stop. I mean, I know you kind of get used to seeing famous people when you're around them, but who stopped the show for you?
Who stopped the show for me? Santana Moss is a great guy as well. So I was in a green room for a while, and usually I had to go up to people and introduce myself, or in the case of a player who I'm not going to name, but he's a receiver on one of your teams. I asked him if he was who he was. He said no, and he left.
We don't have any.
So,
it wasn't me. I know it wasn't my team. We don't have it.
But you knew who he was
about your team,
but you knew he was that person, and
I knew he was him. The dude straight up lied to me and left. But then after I make the pick, he daps me up, and we're like, "Oh, we're best friends now." All right.
Right. Now that you know who I am.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, I could have just been like, "No, I'm not Scooter Magruder," and kept walking. Dang. Okay.
So, but backstage, Santana Moss actually came up to me, and he's like, "What are you nervous about?" He showed me his card. And he had to announce a dude named Fedarian. So I knew I was in good hands because he did it well, and I would have been fine no matter what.
That is awesome.
That's phenomenal.
That is awesome. I was going to ask who disappointed you the most, but I think
Chase Claypool. That's who it was.
Honestly, that kind of sounds like Chase Claypool.
That's very on brand. Yeah. Probably because of your jersey. He was, he might have flexed on you a little bit.
That does sound like him. So I'm not surprised. I thought it would either be him or George Pickens, to be completely honest with you.
Pickens wasn't there, but
Yeah.
believe it or not, he picked Pickens. So I was like, all right, you guys have fun together. I'm gonna go back to my seat.
Bye.
What was the climax of the whole draft for you? Because I was there. We got to do some dope stuff. I was there with Subway. Did you get to go around like the different areas? Were you on
I was there, yeah.
the red
I ran
carpet? Like what?
Yeah.
What? Like let's set it up
Get a
for these
sandwich.
people who weren't there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually. I didn't go to that red carpet. I was back. You okay, Perna? You good? I was.
That was a hernia.
I was backstage at an ESPN shoot with Sam for a bit, but I didn't go to the red carpet. But the whole thing was really cool. They took an entire parking lot. They built like a little draft town all over it, in a way. And you could run a 40. I'm not going to tell you my time because it was embarrassing. You could kick a field goal, which you probably did better than me, man.
My 40 time when we were out in Vegas, it was in the 6s. So you can.
Okay, so I was in the 6s as well. So.
Any slower than me. I
was in the 5s. MMG did beat me, but I do want a rematch.
MMG is fast. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
I'm not playing MMG. I want a rematch. But Ben,
what's up?
The draft has come. The draft has gone. You've been following along with the Patriots, though. What are you feeling like the vibe could be for this season? Like, what's the record for the Patriots this season? Give us a prediction. What do you see happening for us?
We have an interesting record this year. We got a bunch of night games. I'm gonna say somewhere in the 9 to 10 win range. I'm not expecting greatness this year. We're currently rebuilding. We got a second-year QB. Bunch of young, people at receiver. We need to figure ourselves out before we even try to make the playoffs again, because we all saw what happened last year and everyone loved it except us. So, Tom, you good?
I have nothing to stand on. I have to clap at something. Like at least you guys are scoring offensive touchdowns. It's fine.
I have to ask you, Ben, officially here on June 9th, over under for Mac Jones hitting a gritty. I'm going to set it at 3. How many times he hits the gritty next year?
Overtime's 2.
Okay, so you're going to say 6 gritties?
I'm going to say at least 6 gritties for Mac Jones.
He's going to hit 6 gritties.
Chat, join in. 6? More?
6 gritties.
More or less. Let us know,
I'm going to come back to you, and we're going to
everyone saw how viral he went during the Pro Bowl. There's no way he doesn't build off that.
It's true. Well, how would you rate his gritty, though? How would you rate it?
It felt like Mac's a great guy. I love him. But it felt like, a dad doing a gritty. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
That's fair.
It felt like me doing a gritty.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Now, Ben, let us know, for the future, what's the future like for you? What are the dreams? What are the aspirations? Where can people follow you? Do you do sports content? Do you want to start getting into this? Let us know. What's going on?
Well, I was sick with, unfortunately, leukemia a couple of years ago. What I got into really was not only sports content, which is what I said earlier. You guys helped me through so much. It was Tree I discovered first. I watched a lot of your videos in the hospital, and then I found out the rest of you slowly over time. So Tom as well, 5 points. All 5 of you. I've spent lots of time watching your videos, and it helped me through days of treatment. So what I want to say is thank you. But it wasn't just you guys. It was also actual broadcasters, taking people from their living rooms to the actual game themselves. It helped me feel like, I wasn't sick for a little while. So I really want to get into sports broadcasting or media, something like that. Try to be that person for someone else one day, because I know how it feels to be stuck in a hospital room for months. And it's all of a sudden, Hater's Guide to the 2019 NHL playoffs comes on. I watched that video religiously. I watched, reaction to Game 3 of Toronto Raptors versus Golden State Warriors religiously. Jordan Love reaction, watch it religiously. Daniel Jones reaction religiously. Perna's got a bunch of
You watch any FU Tom Brady videos religiously?
I chose not to watch those.
That is fair. Now, where can people? You have a channel. Wait.
If the Patriots win the Super Bowl again with Mac Jones, I will make you a very Mac Jones friendly Super Bowl hype video to make up for all of the shit I've talked about your team.
I don't exactly love your team either. It's okay.
I like this kid. All right, you're going somewhere.
Give us Randy Gregory back.
Ben, giving you props.
Where can
by the
people
way.
follow you though? Where's the channel? Where's the podcast? Where's the Twitter? Let us know.
So I don't do sports content right now. I actually am a music producer on the side. So you can follow me at I'm Cloud Cage. I will I'll type that into any chats I can find.
Spell it out and I'll type it in all the chats.
So it's at IM CLOUDCAJE. Oh, CAGE.
I am.
I'll say in the private chat.
I'm.
There you go.
Got it.
Cloud Cage.
Got it.
Cloud Cage.
Got it.
There we go. Got it. And for those of you choosing EDM, I make progressive house music over there.
Progressive house.
All right, I just followed you on Twitter, so please follow me back, so I don't have to unfollow. I only follow.
I will go ahead and do that for all of you.
All right.
I don't know,
Thank
Brandon,
you so much for coming by, Ben.
We'd love to have you back
during the season.
You guys are the best. Thank you so much for having me. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep helping people, even if you don't mean to. It means the world to me. It means the world to everyone. Thank you.
Much love. Thanks,
Ben. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Ben.
Are you gonna make the baby do push-ups? Is that Ben was great, by the way. Let's give him. Can we get some taps for Ben?
Let's get some W's in the chat for Ben, though. W's in the chat for Ben.
Thank you.
What's going on?
Brandon, can you gritty? I gotta know. Can you hit a gritty?
No, I don't even know where to start.
It's easy. It's a two-step, and then anyways. It's very easy, but
Brandon, we're getting a lot of requests for squats.
I feel like that's not weighted down.
Can I do it?
Squats?
Yeah, there are people requesting squats in the chat.
All right, we're gonna squatsin.
Is $1,195 away from his total goal, $195 away from changing into a pink shirt, and a reminder that every $100 means 10 pull-ups.
Nice.
How many pull-ups now?
30 pull-ups, by the way. Just
put in
on the douche count board. I'm at 30, guys.
How many away from the pink shirt? I might.
He's $195 away. There you go. Here they come.
$5.
Feel the burn, Brandon.
Look at him just bang these
lifting
pull-ups out. Look at that. While he's completely ignoring his child.
Adjustable dumbbell.
I see Jessica's in the background, so we're
positive role model, dude.
Fine. Hey, what's up?
We got Jess Friday. Sinclair's excited.
He's gonna show him how to work out. She's in better shape than you, Brandon.
It's the whole family's working out. Yeah.
I still
we need to do this.
You're gonna have a YouTube channel with 2 million subscribers and then blow it all on cocaine.
I'm still blown away from something that cute could come out of Brandon Perna's.
It is wild. It is wild. Yeah. 5. What's next? Get us back on track.
All right, let's get back on track here. The Houston Texans might be added to the Deshaun Watson lawsuit. Now, as you all know, if you're a sports fan and if you're a fan of the NFL, you've been following this story. A New York Times article comes out that says that the Texans provided a lot of the framework for this to go down, that they arranged a lot of the massages, that Deshaun Watson saw 66 masseuses in this time, that the Texans set up the VIP membership or whatever to this club where a lot of this happened. So there's a lot of plausibility that the Texans might have played a part in this indiscretion. I'm going to let you guys talk about it, and then I'm going to give my take, which you guys will probably disagree with. But whoever wants to step up to the plate here and talk about this, and if we're not legal experts, but I would like to hear what you guys have to say.
I'm not a legal expert, but can someone let me know if it's normal? Because I really don't know the answer to this. Is it normal to give out NDAs when you're getting a massage? Can someone let me know if that's normal? Because I didn't sign one. I've never signed an NDA when I got a massage. I really don't know. Like, let me know if this is a normal occurrence or not.
I've only had one massage in my life, and it was a couple's massage with the wife. And
you definitely signed an NDA.
I did not sign an NDA.
Okay.
Now they make you sign a lot of paperwork. I think that basically says if they turn you into Brandon Perna right here, sore from the massage, like that, you won't sue them. But I don't know if that includes.
That's like a waiver.
That you're not gonna talk about whatever
like
happened.
The more information that's coming out, the more I'm like, why would you do that? I'm not. Tom, what are you thinking? I'm looking at your face. What? Because I feel like we're on the same page for this. This like,
it's gross. I mean, I thought it was gross before this. So, I mean, it just seems like when you have Watson's lead attorney going on, I think it was that radio show, and he's just like, listen, happy endings aren't illegal, okay? As long as you don't pay for them. And then he starts talking about making people uncomfortable. Like, that's right. Like the grand jury happened, said like there's no criminal charges, but like there still is like there's a whole moral aspect of it, but just everything looks bad. And the thing that is being added to this now are the Texans going to be held somewhat liable for this? Because the Texans, and I know many Texans fans who are just like, thank God we're done now. Like, we get to wash our hands of him. We got our 3 first-round picks. Thank God. So all the news that comes out, it's not going to impact me anymore. And then here you go. Deshaun Watson is saying it's going to be a problem. So
here's the thing. Here's my opinion, right?
Because it's hold on, wait. We can't just put that up with no context. Like, represented by the same attorney, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
these are 24 completely different people who like are professionals and non-professionals alike who are coming through. Like,
but I believe Busby is representing them all. But that's not.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't mean anything.
Right. That's not atypical. Like, usually when you join a class action suit, why would you go out and get your own attorney when one of them's done all the paperwork? Like, you would just jump in on that. My only thing is like, how culpable are the Texans? Because in a lot of cases, a team will handle a player's physical therapy, right? They'll handle their massage, and they might lump massages into that. I would find it very hard to believe that the Texans knew what Watson was doing. Like, if they knew about this, especially someone like Easterby, who, or maybe they found out and that's why they wanted to trade him. I don't know, but it's very easy, I think, for the Texans to deflect this. To name them in the lawsuit seemed very superfluous.
One, they did not want to trade him.
Yeah, they didn't want to.
Okay.
2, at least one guy probably knew something, because the reason they gave Watson the NDAs is because he went to them and said, this woman is trying to bring me down on social media. She's going to say that I did these things during the massage. And that's the guy who gave Watson the NDAs. So I think at least one person there knew. Sorry, Scooter.
This is a new thing.
I do understand that, like, there is a court of public opinion. You are innocent until proven guilty in the United States of America. I get all of that. Okay, I understand. But when you hear some of the testimony from coming out of some of these women, bro, like, to me, that's where I'm starting to be like, okay, I don't know at this point, because it's getting weird. It's getting weird. And it's like, for me to sit up here and say, I don't believe.
Can we get a donation check real quick?
He is $65 away from getting the pink shirt and $1,065 away from no shirt. Again, the links are in the description in all of our chats and also our description. So go check that out. Donate to a good cause. Absolutely. And Perna will get half naked.
Okay, so say the Texans say the Texans don't get dragged in this. The biggest conversation that I have seen is that if, say, Watson, this goes to trial or whatever, and he is found guilty, does the trade get negated?
Ooh,
and
nullified.
Watson is essentially, cut, and all the picks go back to the Texans. Like, the trade is completely invalidated, or the Texans, or whatever happened.
Didn't they get this year's first round pick from the Browns, so they already picked somebody.
Yes, I did.
Right. So that cannot be undone.
They can't be undone. They
Great
just
point.
keep that person out of the league. And they're just
Right.
like, sorry, rookie, you're gone now.
Too bad.
I just
That'll
I
snap
don't
him out of
see-
existence.
I don't see there being a scenario of takesy backsies. Like, this is done. Like, it's over. They guarantee the like, no one should bail out the Browns for being idiots, and that is what they were. The one thing that just blows my entire mind about
Let's talk about this.
Hold on. Is if they guaranteed $230 million, they couldn't pay a private investigator $10,000 to go follow up on some leads.
I think no, they could have done all that. I think as soon as it says like, hey, there's gonna be no criminal stuff, they were like, okay, guys, let's jump into it. Like, we're good now because there's no criminal aspect, so like it's okay.
You got to remember there were other teams interested in him. So
Falcons, Saints, Panthers.
How can you guarantee without due diligence? This is neglect on the part of multiple football teams, not just the
But it's not though,
just the Browns.
But it's not, because they are choosing to do that. And because the Browns made a conscious choice, because they knew it as soon as that they signed him. They made a conscious choice going, listen, the court of public opinion, the blowback that we're going to get, it's worth it to potentially get a Super Bowl. That, I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that's moral, but that is the active business decision that they made, saying if we go win a Super Bowl, and in 2 years, if nothing comes of this, in terms of like what the NFL suspending or whatever, within 2 years, I mean, unfortunately, like, people are going to stop talking about this, especially if they're winning.
I feel like, to me, that is still negligent behavior. Despite it's still negligent behavior. You're just saying we don't care.
Do you think that this will be resolved in 2 years? Like, we've got a long legal road ahead of us. 24 cases.
The real question is this:
I feel.
When does Deshaun Watson play?
$24,000 been raised for Perna, so Perna, that pink shirt gets to come on.
There you go.
You're about to say something?
Well, I was about to say too. Do they keep him suspended for as long as the trial goes on, or does he just settle out of court?
Exactly. My thing is,
I feel like he settles out of court, and it's just like turns into like a Ben Roethlisberger situation where it's like mentioned, but it's like everything's settled, and like they can't really punish him anymore.
The real question is, when does Deshaun Watson play again? When's the first time Deshaun Watson gets on a football field again? Is that
just watch it week 1 in the preseason? Just watch it.
Here's the thing, right?
Do we really think it's gonna be this season? Do we think Deshaun Watson plays football this year? Chat, yes or no?
I don't think so. I think the thing is that we're all forgetting, though, with all these allegations. By the way, $100 from Jerwa. Watson, this is not a criminal case. He's being sued for monetary gains here. So he could go out and just stroke one check and the lawsuit is done, right? I mean, it's up to him to really, if he wants to settle it or have it go to a jury where they just award that settlement to him, which I think is probably the way the plaintiffs want to go. I think they want to get it to trial.
I might have to switch to push-ups, guys.
This is really about money.
That's 70 pull-ups, which is still fewer than the masseuses Deshaun Watson seeked out individually. Think about that.
Well, at least your story has a happy ending. You're donating tens of thousands of dollars to the Alzheimer's Association.
Nice metaphor there. I dig it. Mm-hmm.
It's a great shirt, Perna.
Yes.
Yeah, it was my grandma's.
Hot.
Oh,
yeah,
it's very well.
Brandon, can we get some squats with you facing the wall?
I don't care what anyone says. This is one of the best live stream shows on the internet. I do not care what anyone says.
Could you sign an NDA before you do that, though?
I mean, we're not technically paying him, right? So like,
right. So
that close up in there. There you go.
I mean,
there you go.
Dude has a wagon. That's all I have to say.
He has a wagon. $980 to go until it's shirtless, baby.
The best thing is
now we know what Five and Brandon did when they were in Denver last October. There was a lot
see that movie?
Two-man squats. Two-man squats. What's weird about that?
I just know, like, I just want to know how Tree got into Perna's basement. Like, was that something that was planned ahead of time?
It was a little bit of that, and also I'm technically kidnapped right now. So if someone can please donate $10,000 to the terrorists that have taken me hostage, please do it immediately. They currently
only one charity
are feeding me slop and slime, and it's getting pretty cold and dark out here. So if anybody can help me out, please, I appreciate it.
All right.
Are getting that hundo.
All right, we're switching to push-ups.
Do we have any more takes on this whole Deshaun Watson and Texans? Like let's really focus on the Texans.
I'm curious on just how Goodell is going to handle some type of punishment because he is going to get a wave of bad PR regardless of what he does.
No matter what.
Because even if they suspend him a year, right? If they just go, hey, you're gone for the year, then people immediately are going to go, well, Calvin Ridley got suspended for a year for gambling on a game that he was not even a part of, wasn't even near the team. Like, there's no way out for the NFL.
Well, Zeke got 6 games, and that wasn't even brought right there. This man,
hope so.
Right, they're going to bring up Trevor Bauer. They'll be like, "Oh, Trevor Bauer got 2 years for one accuser," and Deshaun Watson gets 1 year for 24. Like, that's hypocritical. Like, it's insane. It's insane. I think they do something where they come down hard and then let the appeal process go through. Maybe 3 years reduced to 1.5.
I don't think they'd go that much. I don't think they'll
go 1 year because remember, Cleveland paid a $1 million salary, so most of his guaranteed money wasn't taken by the suspension.
We're about to find out how powerful the Haslam family is. Like,
dude, they got out of like a massive corruption scandal with Pilot Flying J, and if they can get out of that, they'll probably get out of this.
Speaking of getting out of things, let's pivot to the next subject. I've got a great thing. We're talking about the NHL playoffs here. The Rangers and the Lightning. The Lightning going for a three-peat.
Let's go.
Avalanche are already in the final.
They're already there. They get to relax. They get to be on a vacation right now.
Game 5 is tonight from New York, where the Rangers will be taking on the greedy ass Lightning, who don't need to win a third cup. I don't
chill.
Really, y'all could just let us win.
Chill. We're going for the 3-peat, then the 4-peat. Has that ever been done? A 4-peat?
Yes, the Islanders.
Yep. Islanders and I think
what
the
about
Canadians did.
Canadians did one like 6 in a row or something like that.
$6 in a row?
Yes, but that was when there was only like 8 teams. So
what the heck?
$720 left. Links are in the description.
How about this, guys? Brandon, come get in frame so you can hear here. Don't drink. I don't need you to hydrate.
Let him hydrate.
More creatine.
Here's the thing. Out of the 3 of us here on this top third, our teams are still alive. 2 of us are going to get disappointed, right?
Not me.
Maybe all 3 of you get disappointed.
That lose, I say you should have to get this haircut if you lose. This is Paul Bissonnette.
Why is that a thing?
The announcer, I forget, he lost a bet and he had to shave his head like Dr. Phil.
Why do you want us
I would
to become more?
You can't do that.
Become more like you, 5.
Why? Here's how I make a living.
Into you.
How about you get the bald cap and place that on? You can get those on
look at this.
Amazon.
Can't cut this.
I mean, he did give himself a monkey beard.
Never give up. 2 more reps. Squat till you crap out your rectum. That's how you get fit, guys.
Can
this has become something.
5 set up the NHL playoffs for non-hockey watchers? Who are the teams remaining? What's happening? Because I'll be honest, if I were watching this stream as a non-NHL watcher, I would have no idea what's going on. So
you could wear this. You just order this bald cap and wear it, Brandon. You stop trying to avoid
let him do his thing. Let him do his thing.
I'll wear the Adam cap.
All right, Tree, tell us who's left in these playoffs.
Yeah, set it up.
There are certain situations. There was the Edmonton Oilers. They came with high-end talent aplenty, guys like Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Unfortunately, they had a goaltender that was kind of hit or miss and a team defense that was pretty rough. So the Colorado Avalanche just went in there with a Zamboni and ran them all over. There's a lot of blood on the ice. It's pretty bad. It was a 4-0 sweep. So Brandon's team is currently doing push-ups to prep for the finals. Meanwhile, these two guys, right, I can't do this right here.
I'm not in there.
So Mr. 5 Points had a 2-0 series lead at home with the New York Rangers, and they've come back from several series deficits just because that's how the Rangers roll. But at this point in time, it came back to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has won 2 straight. They look pretty good. So we're having game 5 tonight. And then there's going to be a pivotal game 6 on Saturday, regardless of which team wins. So you know what? We've got plenty of good action hockey right now. It's better than the NBA. So I've been saying that for a long time.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me just say something. Okay. He's right. He's right. Because the NBA playoffs this year have been terrible, bro. What the heck? We can get into that after this.
Everybody's injured.
But NHL hockey, for those of you who have never watched hockey, is something to behold. I am saying that as a black man, okay? We don't watch that much hockey. There's not that much hockey in the black community. It's dope. I'm telling you. Watch
it's actually pretty fun.
Playoff hockey. Okay? It is fun to watch. It's even more fun when your local team is the gosh darn Bolts and they keep winning. I don't care. Call me a bandwagon. I don't care. We're winning.
Fair enough.
And the thing is, these NHL playoffs haven't been that optimal. You've had a lot of series only go 4 or 5 games. So
yeah,
this is actually one of the best series right here.
Unless you're the Rangers. The Rangers just keep on pushing it to game 7.
So here's the thing. If the Rangers come out flat like they did in game 4, they're in trouble tonight. I think it's a little different. They play different on home ice. They're gonna. I mean, they're banged
New York
up.
water.
That's the problem. Is Hedl is hurt. He's a straw that stirs the drink. Who else got hurt last game? Ryan Strome wasn't able to go, so we were missing 2 centers last game. So we were down. I think if they have the full squad tonight and everyone's healthy, the Bolts are going to have trouble with the kid line, and hopefully things go right. But the Lightning are a tough out. That's all I have to say. They're not going to just lay down, and I could see this easily going to 7.
Lightning suck.
I think if the Rangers lose tonight, they're done.
Brandon, would you be interested in doing if the Lightning make it NHL 2K type situation?
Oh yeah,
1v1.
Okay. Of course. In Scooter.
Or we can do it, Brandon, with the Rangers. If the Rangers make it, it's not all about you, Scooter.
There you go. That's what everyone wants to see. Yep.
There we go. There's the full front.
That's the ticket right there.
$1,000.
Just looking into the eye of Sauron.
We're gonna.
Who needs women on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue? We got this right here, man.
That was Deshaun hopping up on the massage.
We need to bring on a woman guest next.
He's
this
$720 away.
It's I feel like we've made very many confused sexualities on this show.
Yeah.
We have Brandon shaking his twerk. We have Scooter in a cheerleading costume. We have Tom in a maid
I
outfit.
look good.
That made my foot cramp.
I feel sorry for whoever joined the stream right at that moment. They're like, "Let me touch on clickbait."
I think we just lost
all your subs go through the roof.
Yes, the taint cam, everyone.
Honestly, Brandon, you should get a Twitch. That goes pretty well there.
All right, let's pivot to the NBA playoffs.
The Celtics cheated.
I do not understand.
They cheated. Their hoop was 2 inches above where it should be.
How do you do that in a finals game, though? I'm confused.
It's
2 inches is a lot.
In a playoff game.
Do you know how much 2 inches is? I heard these stories about Kobe Bryant. He was practicing.
I feel better now.
I think the rim's a ½ inch off. 2 inches, bro. What's going on? I can
That's
dunk
a clip
on that.
right there of Scooter saying, "Do you know how big 2 inches
you dunk
is?"
on a regulation rim.
It's touch and go. Okay, it depends. Did I stretch before or no? Okay, it depends.
I'm just saying. Okay, league game, something where you're loose, like you get a fast break, are you dunking?
Absolutely not. We're doing strong lay. Not right now. I need to do some Brandon Perno workout.
where you touch the backboard. Is that what you're gonna do right there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're slapping glass all day. We are slapping glass.
Okay.
Slapping the bass.
Yes.
Slapping the bass, man.
Slapping the bass.
Here's the other thing. Because I fell asleep during the last game because 9 p.m. is too rich for me. Like I'm old. All right. I'm like 90. I can't stay past 9 p.m. Why did the Celtics win? Why aren't the Warriors winning? I would think that at Clay and Steph, it would be splash time over. I don't think I could be wrong. Boston, I just don't see them being as deep or as experienced as Golden State. Why are they winning for those who are informed?
So who watched the game? Who all watched the game? Tree, were you able to watch the game last night, NBA?
I watched a little bit of it. But
Tom,
I wasn't able to watch it.
Were you able to see some of it?
I watched The Lion King at 1:00 in the morning.
Nice. What happened?
Which one? The animated or the newer one?
No spoilers.
Honestly, no. Like that movie was my favorite Disney movie, and now that movie's forever changed for me in a negative way.
Why?
Wow.
I mean,
Because you figured out you film theoried it.
Yeah. So like again, there's only 2 males in that entire movie besides Simba, and that is Mufasa.
I did
see
your
and Scar. And I was corrected saying that Scar was exiled, meaning that the only dude who's impregnating all these lions is Mufasa, meaning that Nala and Simba are related. They are half siblings. And I was 1:30 in the morning.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean not necessarily?
They could have come from another.
Yeah.
From another.
Yeah.
That
happens in nature.
Maybe it was a minor league bus came in with lions and they just
the lions.
Basically, what I'm saying is, can you hear the Love Tonight is playing and you hear the faint sound of a banjo? Like it's right there. So it ruined my life.
Are we
there?
We're 720 away. 720.
Yeah, 720. Let's get there.
Let's go. 720 chat.
Excellent.
Listen, Tom, I don't think you understand how big Africa is, okay? Like there's a lot of lions in Africa. All right.
But how lions work in nature in Systemata.
But Tom, you're not taking into account
you have the male and the head of the pride.
You don't know where the other pride is. They could do a lion exchange on like the 5th of the month or something.
And not only that,
the
but
Detroit
we don't
Lions
know which
come
lions
in
signed
and
the
they,
NDAs and which lions do not sign the NDAs. Okay, we don't know which lions signed the NDAs.
Based on your math,
I'm just saying. You know what?
Maybe Mufasa had 66 masseuses and they allowed them to have a happy ending.
Hold on. Hold the phone.
Holding.
Okay? Right there. Who is Nala's dad? Mufasa.
This is the internet.
Right
You
there.
cannot believe anything on the internet.
And that's on the Disney website.
I wrote this.
That's the wiki, though, man.
That's the,
I wrote this.
It's Nala Mufasa's daughter.
Maybe Nala's dad.
An
daughter-in-law. Daughter-in-law.
Why are we talking about the Lion King on Clickbait?
They could be, in fact, half brother and half sister. Just saying.
That's a valid theory. I will allow the theory.
I don't want it to be right. I want this to actively be wrong.
It could be wrong.
I didn't want this on my mind at 2 a.m., but it's there now.
That's fair.
That's fair. Okay.
We were back to the NBA, though.
JR, I agree with you.
Back to the NBA, though. Yes. I believe the Warriors are losing because of one person, and his name is Draymond Green. Okay? At least for last night. This man had 2 points and did a lot of talking. It's kind of weird if you've been following these finals. The Warriors have been kind of going how Draymond Green literally goes. So if Draymond Green has had a good game, the Warriors win. If Draymond Green sucked, game 1, they lost. Game 3, they lost. 2 points. Quadruple double with garbage numbers. Quadruple single. It was bad. It was not good. So in my opinion, it's coming down to a couple of players. Draymond on the Warriors, because Steph's going to be Steph regardless. Steph's been being Steph. And then it comes down to Marcus Smart on the Celtics. And Marcus Smart has been bullying people. And when Marcus Smart has a
Or
bad
flopping.
game, the
Or-
Celtics suck. So, Tree, what are you seeing?
I'm mainly seeing the fact that I can't think of anything else besides Lion King incest now because it's just
it stays on your brain and you don't want it there.
Yeah.
Well, look,
Like I could think of like what is Draymond Green like the Mufasa of the warrior of pride, or maybe Jason Tatum is like the Scar and he has to bring back, and maybe Jason Tatum's gonna kill Draymond Green, saying "Long live the king."
Is
Is that
Al
how it's gonna be?
Horford's
we're in a weird
sister
place right now.
Nala?
We're in
Is
a weird
that it?
place. Let's bring it back. Draymond Green has a podcast. I want to get your guys' take on this because this is actually what a lot of people are discussing. So I want to hear how you guys feel about it. Draymond Green has a podcast, and he's been doing his podcast every night, even after
Wow.
he loses,
Respect
even
the
after
grind.
he wins. He will literally get a microphone, and you can watch on YouTube, and he'll discuss, hey, this is what the Celtics did really good last night. They did this really well. I thought they were going to be doing this really well, and then they did it.
Draymond Green.
Kirsten, no.
It's
We're
how the
not
Fords
talking
do
about
it,
Lion
damn it.
King.
They want to keep the bloodline pure.
But the question is this. How do you think athletes should respond to this? Another athlete doing a podcast in season. Like, how do you think his
Draymond
teammates
Green
are feeling?
needs to learn to train during his podcast just like me.
True.
He
Why
really
can
should.
do it, why can't Draymond Green do it?
Think
I
about
could
it.
literally beat Draymond Green at basketball because I can do this.
I'm pretty sure that's accurate.
Mhm.
So what do you guys think, though? Should players be doing podcasts during the season? Because a lot of people are calling into question his what's it called? A lot of people are calling into question his
What?
what's the word?
Dedication?
Yes, his
His,
dedication. They're saying
his-
you're not
Why?
focused.
Oh,
You're losing.
Tom.
You scored 2 points and you're doing a podcast?
But he's
Let me
doing
hear
it
your thoughts.
after the game, correct? So like he
After the
can't
game.
proactively, like retroactively go back and score more points.
Nope.
So like I don't see how that's impacting his dedication. He's playing the game and then doing it after the game is concluded. It's not like he's stopping mid-game, calling a timeout, and he's like, "Hold on, coach. All right, guys, this stream is brought to
he's
you
not
by."
vlogging during the game.
Yeah.
Like,
This stream is currently brought to you by HelloFresh.
So, Tom, you
get
have no
16
problem.
free by going
No,
to
like, who
Draymond
cares?
Green got
Like-
postered.
If it's halftime or something, like I could see, okay, like there may be a problem there because you should be focusing on being on with the team and in the locker room. After the game, I don't care if it literally the whistle just went off and you're like, okay, now I go back on my podcast because why not?
That's very interesting because if you've looked at some other players and how they approach the playoffs, in the past, a LeBron will literally do a social media hiatus. He will literally remove himself from Twitter. He won't tweet till his team is out of it. So, go on.
oh no, Tom, your title of the stream is wrong, by the way. You still have the old title from
Yeah, because we
GPS.
just did the Deshaun Watson one yesterday, so I wanted to mix it up so it could be a little bit more.
Oh, okay. And so we have not talked about that at all.
No, we'll talk about it. It's fine. It's easy.
Okay.
It's easy.
Sorry, I just derailed you, Scooter. I don't have a problem with it. I feel like if that's the way that he unwinds after a game to talk about it, he's going to talk about it with his friends, right? So why not put it on podcast? If they lose, though, that's going to be thrown in their face forever. If they win, it was the magic of Draymond's podcast that did it.
Accurate.
Did any of you guys see the clip last night? Because a reporter and Draymond got into it over his podcast, actually. Yep. And he was like saying, listen, win or lose, y'all are going to get this podcast. So, Tree, how do you feel about that? A player saying, look, what I do in my off time should not matter.
I mean, to be fair, he's right. If he wants
He's
to,
100% right.
secure the grind, do a podcast at the same time, you know what? If it doesn't prevent him from, performing his duties as a basketball player, like if he's doing it during the basketball game, then there's a problem. But if he's doing it after or before, or, before training or that sort, that's absolutely fine. There are pro basketball players, pro athletes that stream on Twitch. So
Yeah,
that's
Brandon's
absolutely
gonna
fine.
make it.
Podcast is to do is literally the easiest thing in the world. You just sit down and you talk. and he knows about basketball. Official take. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, podcasting is pretty easy.
Look at this
especially
screen.
the dumpster
How
fire.
easy this is.
So this actually
Not for you, man.
brings us to another point that I'd like to touch on just briefly, if I may.
He's pulling out the gloves.
Uh-oh.
I'm scared.
Uh-oh.
I am heavily afraid.
Doot, doot.
He's bringing out the Gimp gear. Uh-oh. Brandon, what's the safety word?
Someone cue the 80s music. This
It's
reminds me of
morphing
the
time.
scene from Perfect, right? With John Travolta and Jamie Lee Curtin. Y'all don't know.
Oh yeah, face off.
Yes. No.
Let me
Yeah.
finish this thought.
Jimmy
and
Lee
then we
Curtis
can
and John Travolta, they
transition
switch
to
faces?
whatever you guys want to talk
Yes.
about.
All right. Oh,
Let me finish this. Yeah, let's just finish this
Finish
thought
it.
and then we can move on. Did any of you guys see Stephen A. Smith recently get roasted by what's this basketball player?
Oh,
Chat,
CJ
help me out.
McCollum and JJ Redick. Yep, those two.
Redick. Yeah, did you guys see this? Because what's happening is that a lot of players now are starting to enter into these broadcast roles, these analyst roles, and a lot of these players have got a lot to say about what these analysts have been doing, mainly JJ Redick. This man has been laying down the law. I don't know if you guys have been seeing these clips, so I want to get your guys' takes. Is this the future of sports? Are we going to see more of these analysts just come on and be like, well, actually, that's not how any of us feel in the locker room. We actually think this. And it's actually sort of refreshing to see this new, like, well,
you're
okay.
seeing more access to the players, maybe too much. That we've never had this level of access. At some point, they might mic up the benches and you can hear them talking. Like, that's going to be too much. You see on the MLB broadcast.
Why do you think that's too much, though?
Because I don't want to hear about them talking about which girl that they hooked up with or what they're doing.
But they don't, right? Like, I think there's a level of like fakeness that goes along with it because you literally tell like your teammates when you're mic'd up, right?
It's true.
Like,
it is
because,
different.
Like,
it is
don't
different when you're mic'd.
And like that, I go back and forth on it because sometimes there's like some good pieces in there, but I feel like a lot of the times, like you look at these like interviews with like coaches or players as they're going in for half or something, like they don't care. They say like some generic, oh yeah, we got to play better on the boundary, and then really got to take advantage of the opportunities. And okay, thanks, bye. Like there is a level of like fakeness that's there because it's just like I have to do this because it's part of the job requirement and let me just get through it. But I mean, anytime you could see some, I guess, like actually see like what it looks like the Lions, for example, like they just put out like their whole draft video and like seeing like their boardroom and stuff. Like I thought that was awesome. Like, because I'm just interested in that stuff. But like the whole, let me ask you some questions while you're in the middle of the game that you're just going to give general answers to, man.
Ooh, miking up the umpires. You want to hear Angel Hernandez tell some guy that he just punched out on a fastball 10 inches outside the plate that he sucks and he should go back to the bench? Sure.
I think something that a lot of fans would like to see, let me know if I'm wrong here, but halftime. Like if I'm listening to if they're not telling like secrets, even if they are telling like secrets, I want to know like what is happening in this halftime. What is Jason Garrett telling these people in the locker room 5 years ago that we come out and get bodied 3 more touchdowns? Like what was said? I'm not sure.
Yes, this is what he's saying.
Like,
yeah, but this
everyone getting yelled at, dude. You know how it was in high school locker rooms.
There's never been more devices to capture media than now. And so I think more and more in the future, you're just going to see that over and over again of everything's going to come out eventually. Anyways, you should be treated. We should all act like we're on camera all the time. Anyways, maybe we'll become better people. Not Brandon, but most of us. All right. One last thing I want to talk about.
Rams?
Microchips planted in athletes' brains so we know what they're thinking.
Bye, Perna.
Oh, and there goes bye, Brandon.
That was
you talking about the Rams?
Parting shot. Yes. Can we talk? The Rams signed Cooper Kupp.
And
there is no salary cap. How do they keep doing this, Tom? How do they keep
again, so like I put out a very facetious tweet and just like, where are they getting all the money for this? Because they did just make 2 like enormous deals with 2 great players, but really they're just pushing it into the future. I mean, it is obviously estimated that you're going to see the cap go up tremendously over the next couple of years because of the TV deals, the gambling, that money that's going to hit there. That's not to mean that you could just spend frivolously, but at the same time, you're basically opening the window a little bit longer. The Packers are doing it right now with the guys like Aaron Rodgers, and eventually, it's gonna come due. The cap isn't real. Yeah, it's funny because you can see
social construct.
Teams manipulate the cap, but eventually, they're gonna have to. Something's gonna happen.
They'll restructure and they'll keep doing it over and over and over and over.
Sure, but eventually they have to pay it. Right. So they can restructure it all they want, but eventually they're going to have to pay the money, and there's going to be cap casualties that will come of it.
Speaking of cap casualties, the Dallas Cowboys actually have a lot of money right now, and we're just sitting on it. We have over $20 million in cap space. We could go sign someone right now. Why aren't we doing it? I'm seeing Cowboys fans all day talking about do something, front office. And then I read another think piece, and they're like, well, this is why the Cowboys aren't signing anyone. It's because next season, they're looking at keeping a Tyron Smith or an Ezekiel Elliott. They're preparing right now to keep one of those players.
Isn't Dalton Schultz pissed with them right now and is not?
Yes. Dalton Schultz is very upset because he's getting the same treatment Randy Gregory got. He's getting the same treatment Amari Cooper got, and he's just saying,
I just don't see why you would sign Ezekiel to a third deal? That just
I agree with it though.
That's just insane that you would just give a running back.
I'd be fine with that.
I think it's a great idea.
Actually, you know what?
Would absolutely be fine with that.
You know what? Give him the max deal. Give him the maximum that he deserves so he can jump in the Salvation Army thing again for whatever $35 million a year.
This season is going to be very interesting. A lot of big decisions will be made for the Dallas Cowboys this year that will shape the future of the franchise for the next 5 years. So it's going to be a very interesting season. Brandon,
it's countdown time, boys.
I don't know what happened. I had to switch to the other.
Oh, by the way, Ben Lepper said about 10 minutes ago, thanks for ruining my childhood.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we have ruined that man's childhood.
Where are we on the donations? And then we got to do the punishment countdown.
Well, no, don't we do the punishment countdown now and then?
Oh, yeah, okay. Let's just do the punishment countdown now.
It's time, baby.
Doing so many push-ups and you guys can't see, so you're just going to have
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 4. We were all hoping for Pern to throw that shirt on the floor, because when he raised money for charity, we all score. Because we get to see those groups we've never seen before.
Oh, the moaning just made it. The moaning just makes it.
I'll start off.
You never give up
on your dreams.
We're at $17.99. I appreciate you guys, chat. Let's go.
I made $12.
Let's go.
If all the money that I was supposed to get went to the Alzheimer's Association, I am with it.
I am okay with that.
I agree with
perfectly
that.
fine with that.
I think one of them was like a $20 that I want them to redo. I was supposed to be for charity, but it's like $70.
Let's
Brandon?
Go and
I got.
Hold on, Brandon.
Tom.
No, I lost. It's fine.
Brandon.
I got $296, but I'm putting that towards.
Oh my
the,
God, I
charity.
did! I got $233.95. Oh, I thought
No,
I
but
lost.
mine's for charity.
Yes!
Mine's
Yes!
for charity. No.
No, it
doesn't count.
Just because you're transferring that income somewhere else doesn't mean that the score wasn't what it was. You don't just give the points away. No, sir. Double punishment. Next week, you're going to have to do your workout in a weighted vest.
That's how I usually do it, bro. Spit up on you.
I think you should have to go to a CrossFit class.
Chat, knowing what you know, knowing that the money will be going to charity, make a punishment for Brandon Perna. Keep in mind, the punishment can be a positive punishment.
I have one.
Keep that in mind.
Brandon has to do something with Walmart because Walmart has purchased the Denver Broncos. I feel like Brandon should have to wear that outfit.
Commercial.
I feel like he should have to go grocery shopping in the current outfit that he has on.
Oh, that's not bad. It's not
bad.
And
can you please stand up and do a twirl for us, Brandon, so we can see the outfit that will be worn in the Walmart?
Honestly, that wouldn't even be like a top 10 weird outfit in Walmart right now.
It wouldn't be top 50, honestly, in Denver. Hell no. Like,
it depends on where in Denver, though. If you're out in like the countryside,
you should go buy diapers and whatever essentials that you need. And have
we're paying for you to run errands.
Yeah, we would like you to run errands.
That's actually
in that exact outfit, and then post the video next week.
Jess has been asking me to pick up a few things, so like this actually works out pretty well.
You should probably go right now while you have the outfit on and you're sweaty.
I used to wear this shirt to the bars in college, so you ain't got shit on me.
That's how you met your wife.
I love it. All right, that's fair. Hey. I'll put a Bronco hat on too, just so everybody knows which team I'm pulling for.
I know that Tom's opening line at the next time he goes out is going to be, so did you know that Nala was Simba's half sister?
Yeah, that's accurate. That's because that's what everyone wants to hear.
Guys, this was clickbait. Come back next week.
Oh, can we get an update on the charity, Brandon?
Oh, yeah. 720 last time I saw.
We're at 24,280.
So we got 24,305. We raced over $1,000. So nice job.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. We'll be putting in the 300. So we're close. I'll get there. All right,
so you're putting in the 300. So maybe we have the shirtless punishment for a next time. Maybe if that happens during the stream. Yeah, it's 24,305. It'll be 24,600. So we're only 400 short. Good job, boys.
Yeah, thank you guys for donating. It's a cause important to my family. My sister works for the charity, so I vouch for how they use their money. Really appreciate it. You guys are the best.
Yes, you're the best. Yeah. My father is suffering as well. It's been a 6-year battle. It's been really rough. So if we can find a cure or a treatment that is effective, I say it's a worthy cause to donate to. Respect.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you letting me do it too.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
All of you.
All right.
Absolutely.
Y'all won't come back next week at the same time, though.
Y'all won't.
Is that a challenge, Scooter?
I hope so. I hope you do, guys.
What? Don't we have to end the show?